Hi, welcome to another edition of This Week in the Villages. I have a very special guest tonight to ask me some questions, and that would be my wife, Michelle.
Hi.
Hi. So Michelle is going to have about 15 little pieces of paper. These are what clients ask the most questions about. Plus, I've given her the free will to go ahead and ask anything that she wants to ask within reason. And we're going to try to enlighten people on the villages. So with that said, Michelle, what you got?
I'm really excited to ask this question to Dick. Honey, does Florida have bugs? Because
Go ahead.
let me tell you, we had a bug in our bathroom the other day, and it was like I went to step and it was like right in the arch of my foot. I felt something and I thought, is that a cat? You know, the little cat balls? No, it wasn't that. I moved my foot and there was a bug. Of course, I screamed, bloody murder.
It was about that big.
It was gigantic.
Gigantic.
9 foot long.
Yeah.
And my hero came in to save me. So, honey.
Yes, we do have bugs, and that is
bugs.
Florida's famous for bugs.
But that's it's been raining, and that will
It
bring
was
them
raining.
in,
We had a
right?
lot of rain.
Yeah.
But what we do is we have pest control done on a regular basis. We rarely do see a bug in the house. True?
True.
Okay.
True.
Because we get the treatment done. If you're coming to Florida, you're going to live here, you're going to have termite, and I don't care if it's brand new, concrete, whatever, termite and pest control. And maybe even throw in a yard, okay, because we have a problem right now, which I'll write about later. Next, what do you got?
Tell us about Florida weather. I love weather.
Yeah.
I watch weather all the time.
Yep.
So let's talk a little bit about weather.
Weather, okay.
It's humid.
It right now, yeah,
Right now
but your
it's
hair
humid.
is still curling, you know. I mean, you're not like, you know. Anyway, weather. It's interesting here. The thing you got to remember, I just had a client call me the other day. That's probably one of the questions why I wrote it. She's new to the area, and she said, where we're from, storms start to west and go east, and that's the way it goes. Well, not here. It comes from all directions, north, south, east, and west, and it's controlled because of the I guess, tropical breezes coming off of the Gulf or coming off the Atlantic. But they're nice because I tell you what, in July, like this time of year, even in August, not as much, but definitely July, you do get a decent 5 to 10 mile an hour tropical breeze. So when we're sitting out there, you know, listening to music and relaxing, it's not bad. So yeah, I mean, we only got 5 days of winter. That's why you live here. You know, 5 days in January. Other than that, you know, it's beautiful.
I want to give a little plug here. I have an app downloaded on my phone, and it's called My Radar. I love that app, and it's really good if you want to pay, I think, a little extra. You can get the tracking of the hurricane.
Hurricane tracker, it's like $2.99 or something lifetime. I don't know.
Well worth it.
Yeah. Okay. Next, fire another one at me.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about retail shopping, because I like Target.
Oh yeah, she loves Target. All right. Sometimes people say, look, I want to be convenient to shopping and retail, which I get. And you don't want to drive 20 minutes for a gallon of gas or a quart of milk. So there is certain areas of the villages are more set up for retail, like where we live. We live close to Spanish Springs, so we have the 441 corridor, which is great because everything's there. The other place that's really going to get some traffic now is the Southern Trace, Tall Trees, Summer Hill area of the villages, Polo Ridge. Why? Because that's where the new Costco's coming, and everybody's all excited about Costco's. But you also have the Trailwinds on 466A, which is good for 466 South and Brownwood North, you know, very convenient. On the other side on 466, you got retail, and we do have the new Walmart store of the future at Morrison 44 coming. So we do, it's growing. We're getting more things here for shopping and retail. Next, what else you got?
So the villages being known as the friendliest, when you first moved here, is it hard to make friends?
That wasn't on my list. But
I
anyway,
know.
she's stumping me now.
Stumping him.
Okay, you need to join clubs. There's 3,500 clubs. You find a common interest, and that's how you will find your friends. Go to the squares. You spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes in the square, you got friends. The other thing is your local social clubs. Like we have a great social club in our community, And we have meetings, driveway parties, bocce, golf, all kinds of things. We have 4 or 5 meetings a year at La Hacienda. So you get to know your neighbors, and it doesn't take long. You will find your friends somewhere that have common interests as you do.
Driveway
So,
parties
driveway
are
parties,
very nice
yeah.
and very popular. It doesn't matter if you're single or a couple, you can make friends.
Quickly.
Quickly.
Okay, what else you got?
Okay, so what would you say is the best village to live in besides ours?
There's 80 some villages, and you ask people, they're going to tell you theirs is the best. All right. Like I just talked about, like Michelle brought up finding friends. You know, if you get into a village and they have a social club and they do the driveway parties and the different things that happens, it will be the best village for you. There isn't, I don't think, a bad village in the villages. It's just a matter if you get involved. When we moved here, our social club was not as active as they could have been, so we I ended up president for a year, she was vice president for a year, and you know, things are clipped along just fine. Next.
So I've been here a long time, since 2004, and I'm just wondering, what do you think the future of the villages is?
Future of the villages. Well, I did a little Google search not too long ago, and it's expected the villages in like 2035 or 2040 or sometime in the future, it's going to be over 340,000 people. They own land all the way to Center Hill, which is outside of Bushnell, and they have in the Lake County, they own property. So it's going to continue to grow. But you got to remember, if you went from first responders down to Penny or Middleton area, you're looking at a 24-mile drive. Now, I don't know how many of you have ever been on 95 and rode past the Philadelphia airport to Newark, New Jersey, Delaware, wrong state, Newark, Delaware. That is 24 miles. So if you're up in the north end, you probably aren't going to go south. If you're in the south, you might come up. But anyway, you're going to find the area for retail and living and everything that's best. And the village is going to continue to grow, and commercial will catch up. Next.
I'm going to throw a question at you, and let's see if you know the answer. Would you approximately know how many people are employed in the villages, and what does the villages do for these people and their families?
Okay, well, that's a surprise. The last I saw was a couple years ago. They were estimating 20 to 25,000 people come into the villages every day to go to work. Don't believe me? You know, go out to eat, ask your server where you're from. We've had them from Gainesville, okay? All over the area, they come into work. Now, one advantage of working in the villages, if you work at a company or business within, then you get your kids into the charter school for free. And many times people come down here and they'll actually, one of the parents will get a job at the villages just so their kid can go to the charter school. Now, we're not talking about in the villages, we're talking about right outside, people that relocate down here for work or whatever. One more, then we'll call it a
Okay,
day.
so new versus pre-owned. Ours is pre-owned.
Yeah, ours was well pre-owned.
Yes.
The thing, you know, the construction, the lots and everything have changed. And, you know, if you ever want to go on tour, let me know. When we go from north to south, you know, you can see differences in the size of the lots. Like, we bought this house because it's on a 14,000 square foot lot on a cul-de-sac. Many of the homes being built now are like 4,500 square feet. We completely demoed this house. We took down 5 walls, ripped out the flooring, took down the popcorn, redid everything in this house.
Carpet.
Everything. So again, being that we opened up walls and we tore things apart, we saw the quality of the construction in this home. Pre-owned, again, I mean, that's an option. If you do buy new, I understand completely, you know, you want to have new everything, and if it's what you want, then by all means, you know, go that way. So
We'll have to do this again.
yeah, we're going to
this
have
is
to
fun.
because we didn't. You
I
know,
didn't get through all my questions.
you made up some on the way.
I did.
She did. So until next time, have a great day, and hey, come enjoy the good life of the villages. You agree?
Oh, yes, you'll love it.
Okay. Bye now.
Bye.